What's up, guys? Back another video. Here's my talk about this movie. Now, if you think, now even for the few of you that don't know, possibly that there's none, if you're thinking that this is the classic 1987 movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, you'd be mistaken. This is the remake of the Predator they did in 2018. Now, I'll just get this out of the way very fast. I know that this movie is a very split decision. Some people like it, some people hate it. I love this damn movie. But I will say this, for the people that say they don't like the movie, I definitely agree with you I don't agree with you. Fuck! I meant to say I see why you agree. I get why you don't like the film. I get it. It's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, I get it. It's not him fucking shirtless in the fucking Greek god body. I get it. It's not Arnold. But to be fair, that movie is fucking awesome. I just got done rewatching it, and I just remember how freaking hilarious this is. The characters, I actually laughed more at this movie because of its insanity more than, let's say, this, which is supposed to be a comedy. I've laughed more at this because of just stupidity. Ugh. So, in the movie, we open with what's basically a Predator version of Ben 10. His origin. A Predator is flying his ship, shockingly, to Earth, but he's being followed by a... We don't see yet, but by the trailer we know it's the monster Predator. We cut to a soldier whose men get taken out by this goddamn thing. And he steals not only his helmet, but one of the Predator's gauntlets. Imagine that. A soldier holding a Predator's gauntlet. That has the flying discs of death, the claw, and the mother invisibility device. Fucking awesome! And once again, I'll definitely say this. This Predator movie has what you want in a Predator movie. Predators killing things like maniacs. We find a little boy who has special care, I'll say, because I don't want to say the actual word because even I get offended by that word. He's specially challenged, let's just say that. He comes into contact with this thing because his dad sent it to a P.O. box. P.O. box had to get emptied. This little kid comes into contact with Predator technology. And somehow he's able to understand it. Now, of course, it's on Halloween night, so, of course. Or Halloween Eve, since 30th. I don't get it. But just imagine seeing this kid walking around with a fucking Predator mask! Coolest costume ever. It's a freaking can chucked at his behind his head. The freaking mask pulls out a gun and shoots this dude. I love rated R movies so much. Not for the sex bullshit of the naked people. I love it for the amount of gore they can get away with. And at a school where they interact with the first Predator, who is a traitor to the Predator people. Creatures, whatever. He gets taken out by this, I'm not kidding with this movie logic, 11-foot hybrid Predator with the exoskeleton suit embedded in him! Imagine seeing that in the 87 film. A freaking Predator that has the exoskeleton built into his skin that's 11 feet fucking tall. Holy fucking Christ! I don't know why I'm censoring and I've said the words already. You also got the big corporate guy who's hunting the Predator's ship because apparently the Predator that's now dead because of one punch, it gets its skull ripped out. Like, of course, the classic trophy thing. The Predator apparently left and was bringing something to humanity to protect them from these cyber predators. So you got the guy chasing him while you got the the military officer team up with a bunch of fucking psychopaths, which is the funniest. This movie had a great. Well, that's one of my favorite scenes rewatching. Is the bus scene with the inmates. Also, if you're wondering why my hair looks like this, I just got out of a bath about a few minutes ago. Yeah. The bus brings us our courses of death for the third act. I just watched. How can I'm thinking of what happens in this thing. Oh, right, because I was more enjoying it than trying to find crap to talk about. There's a scene where the Titan Predator attacks the soldier's home to look for the missing equipment. Kills a guy by stabbing him through his crotch all the way up and pulling him down. Oh, I love this movie. I'm not kidding with this. I know some people hate this movie. It has a 32 on Rotten Tomatoes, which is stupid to me. It's Predator. Yes, it's not Arnold Schwarzenegger. Come on, it's at least better than Predator 2. It's better than AVP Requiem. Can we actually count that since AVP are just their own thing? I say this is the best movie in the franchise after the original. Predator 2 was meh. Predators was fine. In the AVP movies were just fun to watch. This movie is fucking awesome. It could definitely be considered the second best Predator movie in the franchise, at least to me. But yeah, there are the stupid scenes, like one of the characters says, "Get to the choppers." So helicopters are talking about motorcycles. There are definitely a few references to the original, but of course there's going to be references to the original. Anything would have references to the original. The one thing I always had a problem with were the Predator dogs, but even then I really never found them that stupid. I just found them questionable and awesome, because one of them becomes like a real lap dog or something. And the thing that really actually made me mad thinking about it now, they never really used this thing as a freaking guard dog or an attack dog. You have a Predator dog on your side. Use it! Don't just throw a grenade and tell him to fetch. As I said at the end of the movie, all those characters on the bus except for the main guy die, which I hated because these characters were so fun to watch and interact with each other. Again, I hate my memory because I just watched it, but I'm having trouble thinking of what to talk about because just enjoying a movie. And I'll just say this: it takes so much to kill this thing. He gets shot in the head so many times. He gets his arm chopped off by his ship's force field. They shoot a bomb into his leg and it just blows off the other 3 limbs. Like, how is it so hard to kill this fucking thing? It's like the Terminator of Predators. It just won't stop. It ends, of course, with the reference to, "What the hell are you?" It talks, shut the fuck up. It shoots it in its head, finally killing it. The end scene, which, fun fact about this, before this movie even came out, I came up with a character to play as in my head, where it was a person who had the technology of a Predator. What's the end of it? The guys get a Predator Iron Man suit. How the hell did I call that happening when I didn't even know? I called that a normal man would have Predator technology body armor. I don't know if I'm just being a jackass about saying that, but it just feels like I called that idea of a person having an Iron Man style Predator suit. That's just so fucking cool! Now that I'm thinking about it, hold on. Imagine what this thing would look like, one of the Predators, mixed with this. Venomed! That's why I just grabbed the Stark one, because the Iron Man one, because that's the first one I saw. And it's my favorite. I still can't get over how cool this thing looks. But yeah, imagine a Venom suit on a Predator! Oh, that'd be unstoppable. That would legitimately be unstoppable. But yeah, it's not hard to say. Damn. What something else that kind of bugged me now thinking about it is the soldier's wife and the kid's mom. She only has one scene in like the beginning of the third act where she just tells him to be, or even the second act, kind of. Just tells him to be safe and then destroys her phone. We never really cut back to her, so I don't know if she probably lived through that the Titan Predator ambush, but we never know. We never see her in like the end of it or anything like that. But like I say all the time in these talks, I'm not a movie reviewer. I'm not a professional on this. I don't have professional equipment to show you the clips or anything like that. I don't have the time to truly go scene by scene with movies. So I'm sorry if you finding this irritating that I talk about random stuff about a movie, but that's just how I am. You guys should know by now. This is how I review movies. But yeah. I definitely see why this is a low-rated movie because, well, one, I don't blame the writing, I don't blame the characters, I don't blame the movie itself. I blame it that people, when they think Predator, they expect something on the level of Arnold Schwarzenegger's 87 film, which is understandable. That movie is a timeless classic. It can never be duplicated. I get it, but at the same time, this is not the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. It's a whole new Predator. Yes, they make references to it, since references to them being here a few times, but it's not It's not 87's Predator. This is a new Predator. It's as the box says. The hunt has evolved. That's my thing. It's always these pansy-ass critics or reviewers who always are holding it to the original and always expect it to be like the original. I just expect, when I hear a Predator movie, I expect to see blood, gore, and badassery. That's what I got in that movie. It's the same thing, and I'll talk about this in a whole video, trust me, about the Ghostbusters remake, which was another option that you could have picked. Yeah, I love that movie too. I really do. Anyway, yeah, if you do find this DVD, if you do find this movie on DVD, Blu-ray, I don't give a shit where you find it. If you love rated R movies, if you love just the Predator as a character, watch this movie. You might hate it at the end, you might love it like me, you might be in between. I don't care. Just, even for people who, that's what I think. Even for people who definitely have not watched it. If you haven't seen the 87 movie and you haven't seen this one, definitely watch it. This is such a good movie. I am not holding it to the original. God, no. The original is top class. The top is gold in 87. This is a great silver. That's the thing. Everything has to be a review or something. I do these because it's fun to make. But I just enjoy watching movies. And also, off topic of Predator, I still have this movie. I still have not watched this. I've owned it for like a year or something. I don't know why I haven't watched this. I really don't. No, it came out after. If they ever do make another Justice League, which I've definitely... That's another movie to talk about, which because it ruined Ben Affleck Batman. He should definitely be in it. Along with the missing Martian Manhunter. It's weird that he wasn't in it, but also... no, I can't say that it's because it was a low-tier character. They've been giving low-tier characters series, for God's sake. They just came out with Stargirl like 2 weeks ago. Also, anyone who's seen that, can you tell me how that pilot first went, that first episode of Stargirl? Because I kind of want to get into it because it's, again, it gives me hope for the question. That's what I remember I talked about this before. Anyway, off topic. My final thoughts on this is a badass movie. This is a good movie. And I say you should watch it if you're allowed to watch rated R movies. If you're not old enough, wait till you're old enough to watch this. Because it'll be so worth it. Anyway, that's it for this video. And hopefully I have one more day of May to give you this cringe of the month since I don't have time for today. Since I still have to watch this. Anyway, so for this video... been all over the place, but that's what you get for. But that's what you love me for. Later.